Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for episode 1 of Houseki no Kuni, or I think is Land of the Lustrous? Is that the English title? I'm not sure the English title, but Houseki no Kuni. At first I was really conflicted over whether or not to review it week to week, and I'm behind on other stuff anyway, so I figure why not just add it to the list of things to review, because I watched the first episode, and it's one of the shows that I'm actually probably most excited and hyped about this entire season. I absolutely loved the premiere. The premiere was definitely within my top 5 favorite this season. So yeah, I'm going to review it week to week, just out of sheer love for what I saw in episode 1. But let's go through it part by part. I did watch this like a week ago. If you saw my 2 reviews yesterday on Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko, and what else did I review yesterday? Oh yeah, Juni Taisen. Then you'll know I watched everything, and now I'm going back to review the ones I liked most, and I'll be reviewing those week to week. But yeah, Houseki no Kuni, let's talk about it. I called it from when I was talking about the different shows I was considering watching this season. I was like, by the end of the season I'm going to be attracted to a rock. And what do you know, episode 1, I'm attracted to the rock. So yeah, coolest part of this to me is the setting. Well, I guess it's sort of the people within the setting, or the setting that involves the characters, but it's that the characters aren't human. They're very familiar to human. They have human shapes. They're not like crazy alien looking, but they're not human. They're made of rock. They're some other sort of species, and this seems to be some other sort of either alternate Earth or some other planet. But that's what makes it the coolest, is that it's not about humans at all. It's about these jewel people, and they feed on sunlight. They wear powder to sort of look like what their skin is, and I know at some point one of them's probably going to fall in the water, and we're going to see what they look like without the powder, because I think that was even in the opening. Yeah, and of course I guess that makes sense why they're like, yo, stay away from the ocean, because they are rock people, so they would just sink. They wouldn't really be able to swim, I wouldn't think. So actually that is really cool. But they're being harvested by Lunarians who live on their planet's moon to use as jewelry. So we have already this set up. We get to learn more in the future, hopefully, about the Lunarians, what they are, who they are, what kind of society they have, why they're sort of harvesting this other group of people for jewelry, and we get to learn more about the jewel people. But the plot was pretty straightforward in the first episode. We have Foss, or Phosphophilite, I believe was her full name. Foss is a great main character. She promises to find a place for the poisoned Cinnabar, or poisonous Cinnabar, after getting to know her. Cinnabar basically is like, Lunarians, take me, bitch. I don't want to be part of this world anymore. There's no place for me. I'm poisonous. But Foss is trying to find a place for her. That's the basic story of the first episode. Neither one really fits in. Foss, because she's easily damaged, has a very low hardness scale or whatever, and so she's not suited for combat. And then, of course, Cinnabar, because she's been relegated to Night Watch, unlike the rest of the others, because she has to stay away from them because of the poison she produces. Anything else? Oh yeah, other characters I liked. They were all kind of cool, and I'm excited to learn more about the rest of them, and hopefully they have their own little personalities and stories going on. But the doctor, don't know who what kind of rock the doctor was, but the doctor was pretty attractive as well. I love the combat and animation. It looked really smooth. Like, you guys know, if you've watched my channel for a while, if you're not new, that I'm not a big fan of 3D CG. Just not. But this was really good 3D CG. This looked great, and it fit the art style so well. I thought it looked really good. So I thought this was a really good looking show. The character designs were great. Like I said before, they're familiar to human. They look humanoid, but they're not human, and that adds a whole other level of interesting. I love series, and again, people that have watched me cover a lot of Monster Girl stuff, I love non-human series, stuff about aliens, shit like that. I think that is really cool. So I don't know, it just adds another layer of stuff to get to know throughout the series. Also, more about them: if they're broken, they can be repaired, but their memories and their mental mental faculties, I guess, are spread throughout the entirety of their body, since they don't necessarily have one central brain. So basically, if they miss a part, they start sort of feeling sleepy and sluggish, is I think what they said. I don't remember all of how deeply they explained it in episode 1, but apparently the more they lose their body, they lose the memories that were in that part, and also they sort of start slowing down until eventually they're broken apart so much that they can't do anything until they're put back together. And of course I think that's going to be important. I think maybe if they rescue some of the girls that have been taken as jewelry and put them back together, or I guess not technically girls, I mean they don't have a gender, and who knows if they grow up to look like, what was his name, Master Congo, was that his name? If they all grow up to look like him when they're older, then maybe they're more masculine then. But yeah, apparently they're genderless, and we don't actually know how aging works with them. They said they're pretty much unkillable because they can just be put back together. But it's interesting. There's so much to learn with this series throughout the show, and that's, again, what makes it great. Anything else there that I'm forgetting here? Oh yeah, of course it's going to be important that one of them, at some point, not just putting back together once they've lost to the Lunarians, but I think that at some point one of the characters is going to maybe lose a piece that has some important memories, and then maybe they get it back and they remember something important to the plot. That kind of thing is pretty much just set up to happen, really. So yeah, as a whole, I loved the animation and music. I thought the concept was great, just a smart idea, like really good setting, tons to learn about it. And yeah, I loved it so much I had to review it, and I would give it 8.5 Shattered Rock Waifus out of 10. 8.5 out of 10, I really, really liked it, and I'm looking forward to it a lot more than most others. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes in the future. Also, I'm going to not be making, so many people are saying, oh, it's like anime Steven Universe. I'm not going to be making any comparisons there because I don't watch, let alone like, Steven Universe. So, can't really make any comparisons there. You can sort of joke around about the similarity of the setting from what I know, though. But either way, that's, again, why I'm not making that obvious joke. So yeah, either way, that's it for this first review. Like if you did like the video, and comment on there to tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Houseki no Kuni and the other stuff I'm reviewing this season, other than the obvious manga and light novels and stuff that I continually read, review, talk about, all that. The other anime than this that I'm covering that are airing this season are Mahotsukai no Yome, planning to do that. And then, of course, yesterday I reviewed Chocho Shimatsu Ryoko and Juni Taisen. And then later today, tonight, after this, there will be a review up for... What was it again? Do I have it written down? Oh, yeah, Children of the Whales. It has a long Japanese title. Kujira wa no Kora wa Sajo Niutao. Yep, I think that was it. So, yeah, reviewing all those. Subscribe for any of those and more. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk there about anime and stuff, we have a Discord server. Just ask and I'll give you a link to the Discord. So yep, that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.